because quite honestly, I can't take any more of the BS. I don't want to take any more of the BS. It's too easy to prove the lies. This stuff is there, and all these other clowns, you know, you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean...
He rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just...
But can I...
This video is brought to you by Angel Studios' adventurous cartoon series called Tuttle Twins. Man, these cartoons are off the chain. I freaking love them. I'm sick of all the propaganda that they're pushing to our kids, and Tuttle Twins gives a expanded, elevated, adventurous, clever take on certain important topics, and they do it in a way that's entertaining to your kids.
Socialism.
Huh?
Your problem you were describing is a side effect of socialism, or a system where everyone is forced to pay for a good or service, whether they benefit or not. And it fails over and over again.
Maybe we just didn't do it right.
Everyone says that!
The show teaches important lessons through zany adventures and clever stories. Ethan and Emily Tuttle are a pair of inquisitive and daring twins on a quest to learn and grow. And when the twins' grandmother, Gabby, moves in with the family, she begins to teach them all about liberty, freedom, and the economy. With the help of her pet raccoon, Derek, in her time-traveling wheelchair, traverse through space and time with the Tuttle Twins and learn to be a better citizen while you're at it. Just so y'all know, Tuttle Twins have over 150 million views. Taxpayers are forced to pay about $2.5 billion to Hollywood for film subsidies, but thanks to the 8,731 investors, Tuttle Twins was funded with zero tax dollars. The cartoon has won awards. You do not want to miss it. Seasons 1 and 2 are now streaming for free on the Angel app. All you have to do is go to the search, type in Angel Studios app, or you can go to angel.com/Officer Tatum. You'll be able to see those 2 seasons. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, welcome back to the Officer Tatum Show. Let me go to a clip of Whoopi. Play Whoopi clip 3.
This has gotten so extreme. Abortion, like
no, I'm just saying. But are you saying then that Hillary's point was?
Hillary's point was, listen to what he's saying. He's going to say, if abortion comes up, I'm going to throw it to this President Trump.
Trump.
Biden's.
So if he has substance, listen to what he's saying.
Listen to what he's saying,
it.
because what he said in all the debates forecasted what he did. He also said he wouldn't necessarily recognize election results. And that was foreshadowing. So I'm just saying, like, in the bluster, remember to really listen, take him seriously, and take him literally.
I don't think that we have to. I think it would be remiss of us to not say, Joe Biden knows how to do this.
Yes.
He knows how to do this. He's quite good at this. And, you know, you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean...
He rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just...
But can I mention one thing? Because Trump is out there calling...
Did you say his name?
I said his name.
Oh,
yeah, it was a trick and it made me do it. But I'm just saying that that Biden knows what not to do. You can't refute that man because he just spins and spins and spins.
Yeah.
All you can really do is talk about what you do. And how you do what you do.
But he should do it like this. He should, like, you know, while Trump was gargling less Lysol, whatever he was drinking, I was fixing infrastructure. While Trump was doing A, B, and C, I was doing this.
He was convicted of 34 counts.
Yes, 34 counts. I was repaying student loans. I mean, that way he gets to diss Trump and say what he did. That
let's also not forget that Donald Trump's out here saying Joe Biden needs to take a drug test, but I was with him in 2020. He lied to the American public, the debate commission, the Biden campaign, and to senior White House staff, and withheld that he tested positive for COVID
and
showed up to the debate while having COVID.
Listen, I'm sick of this guy. I really am.
We all are.
I'm just sick of him. You know? All I want to know is what can we expect in the years coming up? Because quite honestly, I can't take any more of the BS. I don't want to take any more of the BS. It's too easy to prove the lies. This stuff is there, and all these other clowns who sit with him, you know, I don't know if you're going to be here next year. I don't want to think about you anymore. I just want to know, what are we going to do? Because I'm sick of trying to explain to my 10-year-old great-granddaughter, you know, what she has to be worried about.
Yeah.
So she spits a loogie, or it acts as if she's spitting at the mere fact of mentioning Trump's name. You know, I just wonder, how do people get here? How does someone get to hating Trump so much? I met the man multiple times. He ain't a bad guy. Yeah, he may talk trash a little bit online and do stuff to me, but when you meet him in person, he's a very nice, kind, older man that's just friendly and happy. And like, some people are jerks. Some people, you meet them, they won't look at you, they won't shake your hand, they act like they too cool, they get escorted out with security and all this other stuff. But then there's people that you like, damn, and this dude is a genuine person. Like, he genuinely cares and he genuinely makes time to communicate with people, look them in the eye, shake their hands, have a conversation with them. Donald Trump is a decent human being. It's crazy that I even have to say that because it's this a certain type of person that's susceptible to stuff like this. Like, I just wish I had the scientific evidence to back up what I'm saying, but I know that I'm telling the truth. It's something that I have noticed. There's a particular person that can look at an article that says Donald Trump hates women, and they go, I'm just gonna believe that. I'm not gonna look at it or not. I'm not gonna process this. I'm not gonna think clearly about it. Donald Trump clearly has daughters. He clearly is married to a Melania. Donald Trump has never, have I ever had a history of him complaining about women complaining about him, things of that nature, like a legit history, not people that's looking to make money. And yet say, well, I don't know. This guy's been famous for a long time. Is he really that evil? Is he really that mean to women? Why are we not hearing about it that he's gotten elected? Like, that's kind of suspicious. Let me think about this. I'll tell you what. There's a clip that I saw on X. I want to say Twitter, but it's called X now. There's a clip that I saw where there's a black woman who was a waiter. She goes up to this table. She's a waitress. She's incredibly rude. She literally takes the tray and she go, get your mother food off this plate. And they pick the food out the plate. Hurry up, I got things to do. And she snatched the thing. Now, maybe because I'm intelligent, maybe I'm more intelligent than I give myself credit for, I don't know. Immediately, the caption says, what would you do if this was your job or your company or your restaurant? If you're the restaurant owner or something like that. Immediately, my antenna went off. That's kind of extreme, no matter who you are, where you are, to be a hostess. I mean, not a hostess, but a waitress, act that crazy. And then in my mind, I say, you know what? They do have restaurants out here that's a part of the restaurant theme. It's for them to be vulgar and crazy and rude to you and stuff like that. That's a restaurant theme. I look at her shirt and her shirt said Dick's, right? It's a restaurant called Dick's. And I immediately put it together like, this is probably one of those restaurants. She's wearing a shirt called Dick's, which would be synonymous of restaurants that have poor behavior. And she's being overtly crazy with these people, and they're laughing and they're not really upset with her at her actions. This is probably a restaurant that's a spoof restaurant that does this, and that's their thing. They're rude to you. There's another restaurant I saw that they're rude. They cuss you out and they make you wear hats, and I would never go to the restaurant because I think it's so cringy to do that. Lo and behold, there is a restaurant called Dick's, and that's their thing. So I didn't jump to conclusion and say, look at this black girl. I know when black people cutting up, but I also am wise enough to know, well, this is kind of extreme. This is kind of an extreme thing for anybody to do. What else could be going on before I jump to the conclusion that this lady is that insane that she's rude to customers on camera as if she won't get fired for being that incredibly rude? So when you hear Donald Trump has done something outlandish, even Joe Biden, somebody say Joe Biden pooped his pants. There's no way I'm going to get on the internet and say, Joe Biden pooped himself today, everybody. I'm going to say, wait a minute. That's a big deal. He took a dump in his pants. I mean, either he wearing a diaper or that dump going to fall out down his pant leg. So let me consider that maybe somebody's embellishing or they're saying things that's not necessarily true before I jump on the bandwagon that Joe Biden is pooping his pants. Of course, we make fun of him because it looks like he's pooping his pants, and we really can't confirm that he isn't. But for you to make the definite or definitive statement to say he's pooping his pants, I need to see a little more evidence because that's pretty legit. I mean, that's a legit accusation against somebody. I would say legit. It's a pretty weighty accusation against somebody's character. So you just wait, take your time. But there's people in this world that don't have that instinct, that they're so closed-minded and so narcissistic that confirmation bias takes over anything that they can possibly imagine thinking about or being thorough. They want Trump to be evil. So if somebody said today that Donald Trump went out and shot and killed and raped 3 people last year while he was on vacation, some people without even thinking about it, they're not verifying, is this a spoof website? Is this parody? They run out and say, see Trump, they're going on CNN. See Trump raping people. He a rapist. Look, he raped a girl the other day. They'll disparage that man with no thought. And that's what they do.